Hi, I'm Steve Jordan, and welcome to part 1 of the Total Body Reboot Fitness Series. I'm excited to introduce my workout buddy, 12-time Olympic medalist, Natalie Coughlin.
Steve, I'm so excited to be here today.
Well, Natalie, I'm happy to have you here. Are you ready to get going?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Arms up over the head. We're going to stand with feet hip width apart, reaching up for those stars, and we're going to march in place. When we march in place, we're going to pull from your navel, and we're going to lift from the bottom up to the top. So flexing your foot, really reaching for the stars, and we're going to get up nice and high. So as you can see, Natalie's getting up here really high, past waist height, which is advanced. If you think that you can't do that and do it proper form, bring it down a little lower. Now we're going to bring the arms down to the side, squeezing those shoulder blades back together and down for perfect posture. So that's really getting your body energized, getting it warmed up, get your blood flowing, and your core engaged. Okay, now the last exercise here in this movement is going to be a crossover. The crossover is just bringing the opposite knee to the opposite hand or elbow. This creates a little rotation.
A lot of rotation in swimming.
Absolutely. So this is a great exercise here for Natalie to get warmed up and for you at home because we're rotating all day long, whether you know it or not. And then picking up that pace. As you can hear, I'm starting to get a little winded. And if you're doing this at home, I know you're a little bit winded too. But hold on, give me 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, great. So the next exercise, it's an overhead wall squat. So what we're going to do, and we're going to use a wall, and we stand 1 to 2 feet away from the wall, feet hip width distance apart, nice and straight. We want to reach the arms up towards the ceiling again, and we want to contract the core, abs in nice and tight, so that you're stabilizing your pelvis and your lower back. You're going to squat down like you're sitting into a chair, feel that wall behind you, trust it's there, and allow yourself to come down to a comfortable position. How are you feeling here, Natalie?
I feel great. And one of the things when I do these is to make sure that my knees don't come in. Like you said, knees over toes, and that's a tendency for a lot of people.
So we'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come off of that, and we're going to jog in place. We want to keep your heart rate elevated, so we're going 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back into that overhead squat. Maybe you could take it down a little further. You want to take it down to almost 90 or at 90 degrees for more challenge. Let's come up off of that, and let's jog in place. Good. We got one more time. You can do whatever you need to do to regress it. Hold this here. At home, maybe you can continue to jog or just watch Natalie's form here so the next time you do it, you can have great form too. Let's come down another inch. I'm going to push your boundaries just a little bit here. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Come off of there. Jog in place. Last one here. This time, I'm going to have you bring your knees up nice and high for me, Natalie. That's a nice progression there to get your knees up high, really getting the energy up. Excellent. We could stop there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get down on the ground into a push-up plank hold with a pop-out. So what this is going to do is going to work your upper body, it's going to work your core again, and it's going to work your hips in the pop-out. Okay, so let's assume a position here, down into a push-up position. We're going to hold this plank position with body alignment. So we want the head extended nice and long. We want your core tight. And ideally, squeeze your butt cheeks together, the largest muscle in your body that really helps to stabilize your hips and pelvis. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to do pop-outs. So for 10 seconds, we're going to pop out your legs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and pop it out. How you feeling here, Nat?
I feel great. This is a really important exercise for swimmers because it works shoulder stability.
And hold. If you notice here, through her core, she hasn't changed her body position at all doing that pop out. If you're having challenges at home, you can just hold this here for another 10 seconds, but Natalie's got one more pop out for 10 seconds. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job, Natalie.
Thank you.
We high five. Awesome. And everybody at home, great job. The next part is going to be cardio burn. We're going to imagine that you have a jump rope. Hold the jump rope at hip width distance here. And we're gonna start with 2 feet, just going back and forth. You don't have to be skilled to do this, okay?
No tripping involved.
Right? And to progress this, if you like to at home, we can go on 1 leg. So Natalie's gonna do 1 leg. I'm gonna go 2. And switch at home if you're going progressed here. And we're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're not done. You know what we're gonna do now? We're gonna take it backwards.
Okay.
So we're going backwards with the rope here. So you're going on 1 leg there, Nat. I didn't say go down 2.
Okay.
What I like about this exercise here is it also works those back muscles here. If you look at my shoulders are back, okay? When we're looking down at computers all day, switch legs, and we're looking at computers, those shoulders get rounded, posture gets poor. We wanna really activate these muscles back here. Awesome. Natalie, you looked great doing that. You have great balance. So we're gonna balance on single leg here, and we're gonna do a single leg windmill. We'll start on your left foot balancing. You can also keep your right foot here to help stabilize. I call this a kickstand. And you're gonna reach down with your hand and touch your toe, standing all the way back up, contracting your glutes or your butt, and keeping your abs in. Now to regress this, you can say hello to your shin, or you can even regress it slightly more and bring it to your knee. Now, to progress it, we've got Natalie here. She's going into what I call triple extension of the free leg. So her leg here is extending from the hip to the knee to the ankle, very much like when she's swimming, correct?
Correct. And for people who have balance problems, like I have balance problems, I try and pick a fixed point on the ground or on the wall or something that really helps me.
So did you hear that? She has some balance problems. So don't beat yourself up. Everybody has balance issues. Let's switch sides. Okay. So now we're gonna go on the other side, and I'll join you here. And you do the progression, and I'll work on the regression. I'm the trainer, I can do that.
This is my bad leg, because the other leg is my starting leg in swimming. So this is the one I tend to struggle more with.
Good, 2 more. And stop. Awesome. Let's go to one of my favorite areas and one that I emphasize most. It's called muscle recovery. So we're gonna do a straight leg hamstring stretch. So Natalie will use the top part of a chair or couch here, but at home you can use a stair or any other type of fixed object that won't move. You can see here, her leg is nice and straight, her body is nice and tall, and she's extending her hips out to get a good stretch in the back of the leg.
I like to make sure that my quad is nice and engaged. That way I get a good stretch on my hamstring. And also, because I'm constantly pointed as a swimmer, I like to pull my toes towards my face, and it gets that hamstring stretch going into my calf, and I really feel it on the entire backside of my leg.
Great point. Now let's switch sides.
Okay.
And we want to hold the stretches for 20 to 30 seconds. And so to regress this exercise, but still get the effectiveness of the stretch, you could put your hand on something. So Natalie will put her hand on the wall here, still getting a great stretch. And stop there.
Okay. Great.
Awesome. Great workout.
Thank you.
I hope you'll join us for a later one.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
Great. Well, so am I. That was just part 1 of the Total Body Reboot. If this was challenging for you, don't worry about it. If you commit to doing this routine at least 3 times a week, you'll be amazed by how quickly you'll improve. I'll see you soon.